YouTube land, welcome back. This week's video, we're going to talk about the Dakota RT and how we got the Viper Rattler fitment on this truck. Because there's information out there and maybe people like the stance, the fitment that they're getting with what I got as well. But I didn't really like what I found. So we're going to talk about what I did and how I got what we have on this truck right here. Right after we roll the intro. Okay? Let's get to it. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, so I've been doing some spring cleaning and the shop was a mess. It still is. Don't judge. It's straightened up a little bit, but it's cluttered. Driving me crazy. But that's not what we're here for today. We're gonna talk about this truck and the wheel fitment. Straight on, it's about flush. Right in the front. Let's take a look in the back. And it's about flush. Maybe there's a little bit poking out right there. And I have some different spacers. I might change it up. We'll see. To get this, don't judge the wheels. They're dirty. I know, not the wheels, actually the tires. The wheels probably, yeah, there's some fingerprints there. They're dirty too. But I had to make a couple changes. We're gonna get the truck up in the air, get the wheels off, talk about what I did, and how I started out. All right guys, so let's get it up in the air. Alright, we got the truck up, got the wheels off, and the first thing we're going to talk about is tires for these wheels. So if you guys are not aware, my truck's running Viper Rattler fronts, 18s all the way around, not the 19 in the rear. I'm not running that. It's just, I don't need it. I'm not making that kind of power. It's cool, but I didn't necessarily want the staggered look as far as wheel height goes and everything. So we're just running the same size all the way around. Anyway, I liked how the truck sat with the stock wheels on, but how was I going to achieve that same height? Well, I needed to find a tire that matched that height. So, here's the stock RT wheels I had on here. 255, 50, 17. That tire with the wheel mounted air in it is 27 inches tall. All right, the Viper Rattler fronts right here, I'm running a 295 40 18. That gives me a 27.3 inch tall tire when the wheels are mounted and tires are aired up. Perfect. It's about as close as I could get. They don't make a whole lot of different options in this size. Nitto does though, so I decided to go with the NT 555 G2s. They're a good tire. They're not super expensive. I ran them on the G8 as well. They're a pretty good tire for what I'm doing. After we went with that, which we'll show you right here, you guys see, that's the Rattler and that's the RT wheel. Same size. You're not gonna tell the difference. All right. Now let's talk about wheel spacers. Because if you're not aware, the offset on the Viper Rattlers is substantially different versus the stock RT wheels, mostly because of the width. Anyway, I could have slammed them on the back it would have been a big deal, except for it wouldn't look that good. So what I had read on the internet was guys were running 1.25 inch all the way around. So already knowing, I don't know why I bought 1.25 inch, 4 of them, because I already knew the fronts weren't going to need 1.25 inch. Stock wheels, they already stuck out more in the front than in the rear. It's just how it was. But I went with 1.25 inch anyway. I bought 4 of them. Guess what? They're right here, all 4. I'm not using them. This isn't a 4-wheel drive truck. I didn't like the way they looked. They stuck out quite a bit. So, at first I thought, oh, I'll run 1.25 inch in the back. It's not that bad. It really is. I didn't like it. So, in the back, I believe we're running 1-inch spacers. Let's go look real quick. 1 inch. And to be honest with you, I'd take them in a little more. I think I would rather do 3/4 inch. They don't look bad though. So I went with Bora spacers. There's a lead time on them, and in the process of ordering all these different spacers, because yeah, I do the math. I think it'll look good. I put them on and they don't. So I ended up ordering more, and it ended up being kind of pricey because Boras are not cheap, but when you're running a wheel spacer, I highly recommend you get one of the better ones out there, because you don't want the wheel falling off when you're driving down the road, you know, especially in a vehicle that you care about. So we went with inch wheel spacers in the rear. I did not, yes, you can see the focus. The stock lugs do extend past. Not a big deal because the Viper Rattlers actually have kind of a notch in there, so they fit in, so I didn't have to chop anything off there. The front's a different story, okay? The front took a little bit of time to get to where we're at. We ordered some 3/4 0.75 wheel spacers. Like I said, I think I might put these on the back because I think I'm gonna get about the same fitment in the rear. Right now the rear sticks out a little farther than the front. But 1.25 inch didn't work. These are Boras, 3/4 inch. I put those in the front, stuck out way too much still. So I decided, you know what, I'll get 1/2 inch and we'll see what that looks like. I think 1/2 inch will look pretty good. Well, it was gonna be, I don't remember, it was like 2-month lead time or something like that. So I ordered these from Titan. Bad idea, because these are not hub centric. They're 1/2 inch, they're not hub centric. These are. You want hub centric, I promise. Anyway, I ordered these, and in the middle of waiting on these to come, I got antsy and thought, man, I don't know if 1/2 inch is gonna be enough. So I bought these from Bora. They are 1/4 inch, okay? Honestly, if I could, I'd probably not run anything, but on the Dakotas, you have to run a wheel spacer. Otherwise, you can see I did a little bit of grinding right here on the lower control arm in the back, because the wheel will actually hit that and rub on it. Anyway, I was waiting on, I got the Titans. They fit up, they actually looked really good. Unfortunately, I already bought the 1/4 inch ones. So I had to buy 1/2 inch Boras, because the Titans looked good, but I absolutely hate that they weren't hub centric. So I ordered some Bora hub centrics, and like I said, the fitment's about perfect. I don't think I'm gonna get much better. I could put the 1/4 inch ones on, but then it's really close, and it worries me, so I decided to not do it. But we got the Bora 1/2 inch right here. And then these are ARP Extended Lug Studs that I had to put on as well. I'm not sure if I needed to put these on. Yeah, I probably did. I cut my studs so I could put the 3/4 inch spacer on, the stock studs, and they were definitely not long enough then. But I don't remember. I think I would have still needed these. I'm pretty sure I would have. But like I said, the fitment's near perfect now, and I'm pretty happy with it. Powder coated the brakes in the process, and got a new rotor. Definitely need to do more work in here and clean all this up. It's looking pretty dingy, but anyway, guys, this is a quick video, I know, and I'm not doing anything. I'm just explaining. But like I said, there were guys recommending 1.25 inch, and it looked awful. I thought it did anyway. So I'm just telling you guys what I did on my truck. I think it looks great. It really does. So to recap, 1/2 inch in the front, and right now I'm running 1 inch in the rear. Probably get away with 3/4. You're gonna have to cut your studs. Not a big deal. But I appreciate you guys watching the video, checking out the channel again, and I'll see you guys next week. Take it easy. See ya.